Hi, Ilya. Hi, everyone that's joining right now. We are live. Why are you not? Why are you not here? Okay. Just took forever for you to move. Weird. Okay. So that BS aside. Yeah, right. I put a field marshal in there. Hee hee hee. That's all not very useful. Not yet, at least. Yeah, right. I've still got this main front to deal with, so let's worry about this one. Look at that. Defending Palmyra out on the mountain. Hey, Gunther. Yo, boys. How's the evening? I'm fine. I'm very fine. Day outside. What a great day to stay inside and not do anything. Also, wow, that audio is loud. Let me lower that. Yeah, those effects are loud. Damn, dude. There we go. Oh, hi. He's a cat. His name is Cat. Alright, come on, super soldiers. Actually, do we have any? Nope, still limited to 2 divisions and not paid licenses. There are countries not lending civilian factories for licensed production. Apparently Syria has my production licenses. That's pretty good. Plus 14 from exports. Is that all from oil? No, that's only 11 from oil, and 2 from this, and 1 from this. Okay, so that's 13. So apparently I was also supposed to be getting some factories off of that. Anyway, right, these 2 idiots are still fighting. If I were to send them help, would that make him more likely to join my faction? No, because he'd still rather be part of the Shanghai Pact. I wonder how to get rid of that, man. I wonder how you get rid of that. It's really kind of annoying. Actually, since that's done, let me increase the music volume. Brrt. Okay. Is this a good idea? Probably. Because if we can defeat these guys, although maybe it's just gonna be easier to defeat these other guys. Because they seem pretty hell-bent on attacking me, and will that be enough? Oh, Japanese election. Shinzo Abe is re-elected. Oh well, that's easy peasy for you. Acceptance of pro-Western diplomacy. Group of 7 members, major non-NATO. Oh wow, 75%. Japanese people really like him right now, it seems. Okay, who's faster between you two? 1 kilometer an hour. 1 kilometer an hour. Really? Motorized militia, motorized infantry, motorized recce, engineer battalion, tank battalion, artillery, self-propelled artillery. Right, normal artillery. Maximum speed 9 kilometers an hour. No, that you're motorized. You're all supposed to be motorized. Why are you slow? See, this guy is not. What's your maximum speed? You know, we have special force only units. Like for example, this would be 8 kilometers an hour, and yeah, that's probably their speed. 8 kilometers an hour. So yeah, technically he's faster. That's good. We could use a force attack. That might be a good idea. Just to get rid of them faster, but it seems like we cannot win. Crap. Oh well, let's add ourselves to this attack, and that's actually going a whole lot better. With this one we can use force attack. It's also a good idea to be here because it gives us options. We might either move to the north or to the south. Breaking through here is a bit better, it seems. Yeah, look at that. Those units are gone. How's our air volunteer? Well, we can actually increase our air volunteers here quite a bit. Let's get some more attack helicopters into there. Hello? Oh well, I guess I mean, come on. Okay. Get more helicopters. Worsening net depth reserves. Oh, hi, Click. Maybe later. And yeah, everyone is voting for KR. Today, mostly Hearts of Iron 4, I think. And also, hi to Compsognatus Dinosaur. You're new to the stream. Never seen you before. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Anyway, so yeah, today most likely just Hearts of Iron 4, but who knows. Kaiserreich is boring now, TBH, it's overdone. Well, okay, see, but the thing is, I do want to get one more game of KR in before the next patch, which is going to be quite awesome because it's going to be the patch that's going to be about the United States of America! Freedom! So, yeah, and yeah, most people voting for Kaiserreich because I guess it's just what people subscribe to my channel for the most, I think. Anyway. Due to our negative budget balance, we collect less taxes than we spend on government programs. Should then come as no surprise that our reserves to debt situation has deteriorated. Huh. We'll increase our debt level to 20% of GDP. It's already at 20% of GDP. Maybe it's going to increase it further? No. Anyway, that's okay. So, that's because we're running on debt, right? Yeah, minus 4% budget balance. Yeah, because we need our civilian industry. Oh, okay. Infrastructure does increase the oil output, and the tungsten output, and the steel output. Okay, so we're gonna think about that later, but first we need to increase our oil production in Khuzestan, so that more people buy our oil, and then we get more dosh. Everyone plays the same nation, do the same thing with that nation. Yeah, see, one of the reasons why I'm... see, if you look at what the poll suggests as a playthrough for KR there, it's actually something that I don't think anyone has done. It is a big nation, and part of the reason why the whole Kaiserreich on YouTube thing is sometimes kind of boring is that people only really watch big nations. Like, that's kind of just a sad fact of how it is. Like, for example, I did a Paraguay run a few weeks back, you may remember it, but not many people watch that because it's not like, it's not something big. So yeah, that's kind of problematic, and there's not much really that you can do about it. However, I do want to try to do something a little bit different with what with what you can work with, essentially. A big nation, but something different that not many people have done that before. And think about it this way also: if you're not really that yeah, Huang, Persia, although really Iran. And yeah, another thing is the fact that, like, the thing with KR is that, think about it this way: if that gets voted in first, and I do it first, I'm kind of free to experiment with it, and then whatever I find out works for these next series, because I do intend to try out a few different things, you know, in terms of format with them. They're going to translate better to what I do later. That's going to be more original. You know, less people might watch it, but it's going to be more enjoyable for the people that do watch it, if you get my drift. Which you might not, but hey, I hope that you do eventually. We do need more small arms, though. Wow. Not really expecting that. C4I star equipment, do we have enough of that? Yeah, we do have definitely enough. The ATGMs, what do we have that we do not need? I mean, APCs, we're gonna need those. So more infantry equipment seems quite important. Actually, can we train some people? Yeah, but I still have no idea what divisions work. I still have no idea what divisions work. Mechanized brigade, man. See, this is the problem with playing these modern day mods, is that the templates are just so difficult to use. Like, for example, am I supposed to be able to tell the difference between these two at a glance? No, not really, because the only difference is that here there's militia and here there's infantry. So do I have any IRGC mechanized divisions anywhere? No, this is just a normal mechanized division. Oh, it's that mechanized division. Anyway, yeah, turn it all into mechanized brigade. Oh god, this is so much work. Mechanized brigade, but we do not have recon tanks, engineer tanks, and infantry fighting vehicles. Because here you require heavy engineer company. Whereas if I were to turn you to the mechanized division, oh man. Oh baby, a triple. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's pretty difficult to see what kind of templates you want in this. I'd like to see a Kolchak run. The problem with that is that it's extremely RNG reliant, and it takes forever for you to get anywhere. Because what you need to happen is that you need to have the Civil War and you need to have Siberia break off, which almost never happens anymore. The Civil War sometimes happens, so you know you can restart a few times to get the hang of that. And yeah. No, I do not play SCP, Secret Laboratory, Mondeo. And Huang, they were talking about that because if you see the straw poll in the description, that's the poll that I put up a few days ago for my next series, for what that would be. Small arms, battalion size, develop infrastructure. Ah. Iranian Baluchistan, Khorasan, and Iranian Azerbaijan. Iranian Azerbaijan? Sure. So that's just infrastructure, though. Hey, that's a lot of infrastructure. That's a lot of factories. Man, political power is so good. It's so good. Like, man, political power is so great. Don't need those arms smugglings because, yeah, those things are... We've already got enough for that. And, yeah, man, we've got that already. Artillery. Like, what do we need? Self-propelled AA and engineer tanks and recon tanks. Those things are gonna be hard to come by. Russian recon tanks. PT-76s. Man. Now, I wonder if these neutral imports or NATO imports are in any way different in terms of game balance. Like, for example, a Russian Corvette versus one of those things. So Russian Corvette is 225, 16% minus 20%. 250, 16% minus 20%. For the British. For the French, it would be 250, 16% minus 20%. And that would be 40 and 24 for bonus. So 40 and 24, whereas here we have 40 and 24. So I don't know. It seems like Russian things are just cheaper. I'm not sure if there's anything that balances that out. Like, for example, Canadian APC is 150 and you get 60 of them. Whereas for the Russians, it's 100 and you get 60 of them. They're BTR 70s and the Canadians are the Grizzly AVGP. It's probably the same. It's probably a very, very similar. Oh, that's the Coyote. I need to show obsolete models. Really? Oh, no, it's here. Okay, never mind. So the Grizzly IFV is the 1985 12.9.4.15. Where the hell is the BTR 70? 12.9.4.15. There we are. 775. No, wait. Where's the soft attack for this unit? It's got a hard attack of 5, defense 7, breakthrough 7, but no soft attack. Yeah, anyway, it seems like the Canadian one is just better. Huh. So apparently it is kind of scaling with quality. $12.9, whereas you are less than $12.9. Are you? Now I need to find it again. God damn it. Yeah, you're 7.7. Okay. So apparently the price increase equals that's a better unit. Okay. I understand. That works, actually. So if I were to look at like recon tanks or engineer tanks, the Russians are 150 for recons, 150 for MLRS. Are MLRS and SPRD the same thing? I'm pretty sure they are. SP Art, MLRS. No, they're not. But I am producing SP Art, so yeah, I will have enough of that. Yeah, I'm gonna get that rolling. I do need, again, strike fighters. No need for those. Recon tanks, engineer tanks. What about the neutral imports? Probably these are the cheapest, right? Because they're neutral. Oh, the Israelis are expensive, obviously. But maybe the Israeli things are, like, literally the best. And it's kind of funny how we can import Israeli stuff as Iran. Probably should be balanced out there. Ooh, Sweden. Swiss small arms battalion size. Those are cheap as hell. South Korean small arms are the cheapest, actually. I like how their guns are the Daewoo K2s. It's like the same company that makes cars. Daewoos. And yeah, South African small arms are also cheap. But like, are there any like tanks from here? No. Ooh, you can get their submarines. It's the Lada class submarine. The Lada is like a Soviet car. Anyway, I wasn't looking at the chat at all. Anyway, hi Tirador, General Lorenzo. Mess up Iraq, hey Filling. Well, Filling, Iraq is already messed up. I have tried to help them get back into shape so that they would join my faction, but they want to join the Shanghai Pact, even though, you know, they've got reasons to be allied with me. Many reasons to be allied with me. They do not want to join my faction. And now Kurdistan is... well, honestly, see here it says wants to contain the aggression of Kurd. I can request their licenses. Wonder if they have things that I do not have. No, unfortunate. Yeah, I can send them volunteers, but I don't think I want to do that because brew relations, send attaché. Yeah, but I do not want to spend political power. Wait, does the attaché do? Okay, plus 10% war support, plus 20% of their army experience gain, and military intelligence data sharing. The army experience might not be bad, but we've already got plenty of that, so no need. Anyway, so that's the problem with Iraq. They're annoying. Play with Iron Man mode. No, I'm not playing with Iron Man mode in mods. That's annoying. And ciao, Asbag. Hello. Also, hello to Osa 12345678990. They do have the Pakistani Taliban, and no, they do not have a focus tree. If small country won't make car, they actually won't make tank. And yeah, maybe. Alpmapper, no, they did not update Modern Day 4, but they are working towards merging it with Millennium Dawn, and so I'm playing it, you know, just to sound out what's been going on. They did update, you know, a fair few things, actually. I do not really give it the credit that it deserves. Just ironing out the whole way, the mod works and bugs and stuff like that. Focus trees are only for the United States of America, for, you know, Great Trump walls and withdrawing from the TPP, and for Brazil, where, yeah, Brazil is essentially either you make Mercosur or UNASUR, you know, which are big South American things, or you try to join NATO or join China, whereas in the political stuff, you have to deal with Brazil's nonsense. But yeah, these are the only two focus trees that they completed, and I think it's the only ones that are gonna be added to MD4, because again, they're afterwards they're gonna be merging it up with Millennium Dawn, which has a lot of unique focus trees. So yes, they just need to rework the ones that are in Millennium Dawn, and they're gonna be fine. Now I'm gonna be doing this. Oh, you actually have units on both sides. But yeah, look at that, actually destroying them really quickly. Yeah. And we've actually got the harder hitting troop against the harder hitting target, which is quite nice. Now I need my political power gain to go up. But I have no idea how to do that. I don't think I want to do any of this stuff. I should prohibit service for women. Because, you know, that's not how Iran works. Mandatory service. Yeah, just checking out what I can do to get my political power up. And free universal education wouldn't help. Pensions for the elderly, the welfare state would help. But again, like, we can do the police state. Oh no, that does not increase political power gain. It actually costs political power, but it's so good. Like, it's fucking amazing. So let's do a police state. And I guess I can also do something like this. I can run a higher budget deficit and get myself something that will help with my political power gain. That's 3% for plus 0.10. And oh yeah, let's do this. So that increases my costs, obviously, but it's fine, it's fine. We are gonna have enough money for all of that, are we? Obviously, we're gonna have enough money for all this spending. Honestly, the merging is okay. Like, there's a few people actually that are against it, more than I thought, but it's not gonna be too bad. And no, the Afghan Taliban do not have a focus tree. The only people that do have a focus tree are United States and Brazil. Everyone else has the generic one. The Middle Eastern countries also have events and, you know, things going on at the start, so obviously there's that. Hey, you know, I wonder if we can do anything, because look, these people look pretty overextended. What do we need the most? Guns. More guns. Need steel also. Australia, would we be up to support a rogue state? Because if so, that's your day. Hey, thank you. Why are the bloody fucking alerts not working the way they're supposed to? There's supposed to be a GIF that happens with that. Thank you, Altmapper. But yeah, there's supposed to be... Fucking A, man. There's supposed to be a GIF playing and not just that shitty little text thing. Yeah, even Russia and China do not have focuses. It's very sad. That really pisses me off. So if I do... Test follow... No, come on, that's not what it... My goodness me. Oh well, yeah, well, there's a new one actually. There's a new one.
A glorious victory, comrade.
What the fuck, man? Why doesn't it work? That's bullshit. I don't understand this actually. Disable that, maybe that's going to solve it. I hate Streamlabs these days. It's just really difficult to work with. Okay, there we are. That's what it was supposed to do. That's what it was supposed to do. Great, now it works. I don't know. I don't know what happened with it, but yeah, sorry for that. I am trying to get my technical stuff working. I hope they reach 1 mil. That's 1 million, right? Because 1,000K is a million. Man, I liked your gameplay in Syria when I first knew about Millennium Dawn 4, or it's gonna be Millennium Dawn 4 soon, but it's modern day 4. Thank you for letting me know that, Kumad. Well, thank you too. Thank you to you too. And see, the thing about that is, yeah, like, you know, I also hope that I reach 1 million. I don't know. Don't really have that great ambition. But yeah. MD4, pretty good mod. And also pretty good to record videos on, although I didn't really do that much. Because, again, since they're working mostly with their whole idea to merge it with Millennium Dawn, they really haven't developed it as much as they could have. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And, ooh, I can cut them in two. At the same time, though... Yeah, I need to do it like this. I sure hope they don't put any divisions here, because that cuts off a lot of enemies. Are the helicopters helping? Helicopters. Shit. Can I not split you in half? Oh no, okay. So obviously I want, yeah, I want extra efficiency. They might be helping out in other places. Actually, are they helping out? Doesn't seem like it. Enemy troops bombed. Yeah, it's going down for some reason. But it's fine. It is doing damage, and it is allowing my troops to move up. Air forces are just so damn important in this, actually. And of course, they did manage to put a division there. So as you can see, like here, get the fight, and look at that. They just start to drop them. Drop them while they're cold. Are they bringing more divisions in? No, they're not. Unless they're bringing them from here, which I don't, you know, doesn't look like it. There we are. So now we collapse the south. Yeah. So now we focus on collapsing the south. Fateh assault rifle is researched. Let's take the Fajr assault rifle. Fire. Anyway, what does it take to capitulate the Islamic State? Probably we need to take Raqqa right now, but that's well defended, so. First we collapse the south, so that frees up a bunch of Syrian and Hezbollah forces. And then we come up to the north. We've been joking. Apparently Remy hates MD4. MD4 is in Millennium Dawn 4 or Modern Day 4. Also, why do I care about Remy? I don't know. Like, he does different videos to mine. He is more focused on, I guess, comedy, really. Although, you know, I do try to have fun. It's not like I am anti-fun, but I don't do comedy. So, yeah. It's just different stuff, man. We're working with different sets. Oh, man. Yeah, well. Never mind. Expand the air wing. Is there a way to automatically reduce your air wing size down to what you already are? No, I guess I just need to delete it and then reform it. Ooh. Where did we get those multi-role fighters from? They didn't exist before. Well, that's good. These are some awesome looking fighters. F5s. Brings back the Ace Combat memories. Yeah, okay, so yeah, this is how the generic tree looks like. You just get factories and get more factories. And then afterwards you look into, you know, maybe your land doctrines, maybe your aviation and navy. That's actually 2 dockyards. That's very good. Maybe I should get some of those. And with the political stuff, there's 5 outlooks that you can take. There's Western, Emerging, Neutral, Nationalist, and Salafist. Although, I've already looked at those many times. New gas civilians? No, not yet. So the Assad playthrough is not going to be historically accurate. Yeah, it doesn't allow for world conquest as easy. Speaking of world conquests, honestly, I was thinking that I might as well just take Azerbaijan. I just don't see any reason why I wouldn't. Well, I guess that puts me bordering with Russia. And Russia doesn't like me that much. I don't know. See, the thing is, here there's oil. There's oil, and these states are rich, right? Are they rich? Yeah, 10k GDP per capita and relatively populated equals a few factories. Or I could get him as a puppet. But again, like, oh, actually, his units are shit. So I guess that's just free. And by 280 days, I think I'm gonna be done with my Western endeavors. So my other friends are gonna be able to survive without my troops. And I don't know, maybe I might just puppet him or something. Okay, so now we're trying to advance towards the south. And honestly, actually, we could just leave him here because he's just going to starve. So come up. Like, he doesn't have any supply. Doesn't have any supply. So honestly, it's probably gonna be pretty easy for my friends to deal with him. I mean, why not take Azerbaijan? Like, I don't know. You should buddy up with Russia. Well, see, the thing is, Russia has his own faction, and I have my own faction. He's the Eurasian Union. I'm the resistance axis. So, yeah, I can't really buddy up with him. Unless I dismantle my faction, which I do not want to do. I'm not even sure I can, actually. And really, my whole thing is that I want to be my own. I want to be my own master. I want to be independent. Alright, get yourself some plan preparation. Okay, finally Syria has dealt with their license nonsense. Yeah, free political power per day. $7K GDP. I'm gonna need to work on that. But honestly, it's gonna take a long while to fill up my factories, so yeah. Most likely not gonna increase very much. Does he have any? No, he does not have any fortifications here. So we can cut right through this province and hopefully move up. Like this. I am definitely hoping for this to be a crushing victory. Because his units here, yeah, they're not that good. And we just need to just pile on the pressure on them and make sure that they cannot recover. If I take this place east of Raqqa, that's good. And, ooh, ISIS commander is killed. Abu Jihad Shishani. Yeah, ISIS gets some pretty bad events, you know, the longer the game goes on. That's kind of simulating how things are not going very well for them. Not going as well as it could be. Oh, actually, our friends are about to break them in another place, which is quite good. Russian election, Vladimir Putin re-elected. Oh, of course. What about Italy? What happened in the election? Stefano Parisi. What the fuck happened here? I have no idea what happened in that Italian election. So apparently the right wing won somehow. But they just chose to have him as the prime minister. Interesting. Anyway, our friend Vlad has won in Russia. What's his approval rating? 60%. A Russian legacy. Alright. Yeah, come on. Be faster. Be faster than him. 17 hours. Actually, it might be worthwhile to just do this. Yeah, prevent him from moving in. There we are. Now we just move into here. Oh no, obviously. Obviously they had time to put up extra units. But I think I can cut through them because it's only a 3-1-1-1-1. They have a 2 coming in, but honestly, it's easier to break through the 2 here than here. Alrighty then. Good. How are my units not hot acclimatization? Oh no, okay. 100% hot acclimatization. But it's... yeah, okay. So is that showing up here? Weather minus 5%. Okay. Should probably be worse. So good. Yeah, because look at that. It's extremely hot. Minus 10%. So that reduces it by 50%, and there goes the Taliban. There's only the Pakistan tribal areas left to remember that the Taliban ever existed. So yeah, looks like Ashraf Ghani has managed to retake Afghanistan. It's a little bit too easy in MD4. Afghanistan's a little bit too easy to reunite. Who's ruling in Spain? History nerd. Oh god, people are arguing about Iran. Oh no. Yes, I did play Hearts of Iron II Kaiserreich. Yeah, well, I mean, with the way, yeah, I don't think Putin would really lose any elections in this. Also, I'm pretty sure there's a way to rig elections, but I'm not sure about that. I'm thinking. So, yeah, what you were talking about, Spain, it's probably at this point already... Oh, no, it's still Rajoy. Apparently, they just didn't put in the event. Although, no, March. Yeah, in March there was still Rajoy. So, yeah. Still hasn't been scandaled out. No animes. ER is a racist. Oh, yeah. Refugees rule Spain just like real life. I don't think that's how that works. You must be confusing it with Sweden. Does this person look African? He doesn't. Maybe if he doesn't look African, he's not African. Especially if his name is like Bjork, Bork, Bim, Stefan Löfven. You know? Sweden's fine. Can we get there first? Yes, great. So another cutoff. Here though they have Deir ez-Zor. So here it's a little bit more difficult for us to defeat them. So we need to do this. Oh yeah, look at that. That really destroys them quickly. Okay, so I'm counting on my Syrian friends to take that. And yeah, so this should be an easy capture. Then we go down to Al-Bukamal, and that's the end of them. So then that just leaves the Raqqa enclave of ISIS. It leaves the Kurds, who are not getting Turkeyed, not yet at least. Turkey seems to be busy in Libya, but their candidate in Libya is, well, he has Tripoli. And Sarraj is on the retreat, it seems. Oh, he's almost cornered the Tuaregs, but yeah, he seems to be on the retreat from the House of Representatives out here in the east. So, yeah, good on them. So, my whole idea is that once I take care of this eastern situation and maybe I help with taking Raqqa, like, Tahrir al-Sham will not live eventually. Like, in the long run, the Syrian army should win that, and then it's only the Kurds. And yeah, so Syria should be secure once I finish off ISIS. And then I'm free to, I don't know, invade Azerbaijan or something. Turkmenistan. Are you guaranteed by anyone? You don't seem to be. Pakistan. You're a major non-NATO ally, so no, I'm not gonna attack you. Also, you're an SCO member, so yeah, I'm also not going to attack you. Because there's too many things that could go wrong with that. In Yemen, oh yeah. Oh, Yemen. It seems like It seems like the Yemeni government forces, the Aden government forces, are very dead, and only the foreign troops have any equipment left. So yeah, I wonder if this would work. It is working. If we can get this around, that'd be great. If we can get this around, maybe we can start to sweep from the south the rest of Yemen. And yeah, look at those Saudis. They really cannot fight. Oh god, people are talking about refugees in the chat. Make sure to kill lots of Arabs for me. I mean, you all really need to stop cutting yourself, because you're so edgy. Play Hearts of Iron 2 back in the USSA. See, the problem with that is it's still very early developing. So, yeah. And yes, Iran is an Islamic republic. And yeah, I'm not trying to just kill them. I'm trying to destroy the Saudis. Because the Saudis are bad. Need to lead them all to the light of the Imam. Okay, so you're done, and now what would be the best thing to do to push it to Raqqa? I think just go to Al-Tawra. Al-Tawrah. Because I don't see any other way. There's no way in which we can double team Raqqa from 2 provinces. And that's really what you want to happen, usually, so that you get the multiple, you could say, what's it called? Just flanking bonus. Yeah, you can get the flanking bonus from attacking from multiple provinces, but it's fine. We're gonna survive, and we're gonna take Raqqa. It's good that my allies are attacking here because that's drawing enemy troops. So good. We're gonna get ourselves some planning bonus, and we're gonna go. Actually, that's 3 militia divisions. How's this fight looking? Yeah, no. Doesn't seem like that's possible. At least not yet. To take Raqqa. But we let them fight on other areas. That means that more of their troops will be forced to move. The more their troops are forced to move, you know, the better it is, because we accumulate planning and then we kill them. Yeah, I mean, live chat is just live chat, so it's like, whatever. Also, I like how my little, like, event meter is just saying that I'm following twice because I did a, like, follow test. I don't know. No, Neil. That's just not how it works. Is the House of Representatives of Libya led by that military guy? I believe his faction controlled most of the eastern Libya last time I checked. Yeah, the House of Representatives, I think, is supposed to be led by Haftar, but the political figurehead is Issa. Do they have the generals? No, they do not. Oh, wow. Libya's a mess. Libya's a total mess. Look at this. Okay, so apparently 5 of their divisions are just stuck in the desert, with a motor rifle Russian division also stuck there. They have been bamboozled by a single Liwa al-Quat al-Fathliya, al-Fafifa. And they just can't take it back. Seems like the Americans are helping the Sarraj government. Yeah, it's just a proper mess. There's some British infantry in there too. Russian tanks. It's just a mess. Let's get back to stable countries, you know, where everything's blowing up. Honestly, these guys will be sent back. This is sad. Although, it might be good. Because... yeah, now these guys are in the fight, but they're dead. Like, they're unorganized. If we can get them to... retreat to the other areas, we can just ping-pong them around with low organization, but my allies are not getting involved, so yeah, we're gonna have Raqqa filled with enemy troops. Yeah, I think I can't really do too much about this anymore, so I guess I just go to... wait, what? Yeah, I guess I just go to fight Takrir al-Sham. I'll go fight the Takfiris, although that's... oh wow, that's a lot of them. 5 militia divisions. Looks like the Syrian army is already trying to fight them with not much success. They do control Idlib, but I might have enough punch to defeat Idlib. I do not know what's there though. Okay, are people still talking about those things? Yeah, no, okay, I think I need to ban out a few people from participating in this chat. No, fuck votes. I'm not democratic. If I think people are retarded in chat, I'm just gonna ban them. First, I need to open up YouTube first. Because, guess what? I'm streaming just without that. Can I ban this from here? Oy vey, shut it down. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be a retard, I might as well do it. I won't just ban you. I'll just delete your most retarded comments. It's fine. You can talk as long as it's not just complete mind-boggling retard stuff. It's like you can call people cannibals. Just you know, for example. I'm not blaming cockroaches for being cockroaches. That's maybe a little bit too much. Okay, can I just remove that? Yeah, okay, I can just remove the comment without banning you. I don't think you need to be banned, but you're just kind of retarded. Can you use mustard gas on Syrian children in this? Yes, no, you cannot. I bet you wanted to. The liberals in chat are butthurt. You seem pretty butthurt as well. And, yeah, I mean, the liberals are butthurt. The Nazis are butthurt. What's wrong? What's, you know, to take control of moral sanity, we need the NKVD officers. Hey, Gunther. You're back at the exact right time, eh? And I ran so far away. Yeah, it seems like the threats of being banned made people stop being retarded. Wow, seems like it works. Because the genius idea is, guess what? If I need to spout a whole bunch of edgy stuff in chat, I cannot be banned, right? I need to have my space to be edgy. And ooh. Well. How did that happen? Just 1 second ago it looked like, oh, I think it's thanks to National Salvation government. Because they took Sirte. Yeah, they took Sirte, and probably just at that moment they took Saba and Wadan, so that was just enough because of Tripoli being gone already, Bani Walid, Kharian, Misrata, and Sirte. You know, by itself, Tripoli, Misrata, and Sirte are probably most of the VPs. Okay, makes sense. So rip Sarraj, just like IRL, XD. We've got a lot of political power. What do we need to buy? Self-propelled AA, self-propelled artillery, engineer tanks, and recon tanks. We're actually not producing recon tanks at all. Attack helos. Wow, really? Only free Heinz? Only free Heinz? Wow, man. Free Heinz for 150 political power. Apparently, the price of a Hind is 50 political power. Oh wow, actually from that we can surmise like the unit of measurement that they're using to get how much money is 1 point of political power worth. Like if I look up, let's see, like maybe a more common thing of a solution, I'm not sure how to call it, like a more common denominator. I guess it would be something like a tank, right? So if we look at an MBT, how expensive is an MBT? Port Russian tanks, where is it? Recon tanks, engineer tanks. Why the hell can I not see a tank? Just a regular old tank, you know? Seriously, you cannot import just tanks? What? Am I retarded? Trucks, APCs, airborne APCs, IFVs, airborne IFVs, mounted ATGMs, recon tanks, engineer tanks, main battle tanks. Oh, because it's not MBTs, it's not tanks, it's main battle tanks. So 200 political power nets you 42 T-72s. Okay, so that's, let's get some paper. God damn it. Need my paper. Papilla. Yeah. So 242 for the T-72. What other tanks can we import? Like, for example, the Germans. Leopard 2A4s. 250 to 42. Americans. 225 to 40. Okay, so it's around from 200 to 225. What about China? China's drunk. It's 200 for 42 Type 59s. Okay, so it's basically the same as the Russians. It should be even cheaper, man. Government construction. Ooh. Ooh. That doesn't sound so bad. All these things don't sound so bad. Yeah, I'm trying to see if the neutrals have any tanks. Yeah, like Israeli main battle tanks. That's Merkava Freeze. Oh, no Korean main battle tanks. So no K2s, Black Panthers. That's sad. That's a cool tank. So if we look up the cost of a T-72, like I guess it would be a modern model of T-72. Like, let's see, do you have any tanks in you? M60 Type 59. God damn it. Armor personnel carriers, recon tank, engineer tank, MBTs. Like, what the hell is a Zulfikar, actually? Looks like a leopard to me, but... I'm trying to see the cost, obviously, of this. Zulfikar tank. What is it? It's probably a copy of something. Like, I'm 100% sure it's a copy of something. Wait, no? No, apparently it just... Okay. It's got a bunch of stuff from, you know, a bunch of design elements from a lot of different tanks. Wow, interesting. Zulfikar. So anyways, I was trying to look for the cost of a T-72 so that I can compare it with the Abrams and try to get a sort of Like, it says here that it costs, you know, somewhere in the region of $1 to $2 million. Whereas the German one was the 2A4, right? So Leopard 2A4. It's just gonna tell me the Leopard 2. I'm using Wikipedia. I'm just wow. See here it says that a Leopard 2A6 costs almost $6 million in 2007. The source is Defense Update, so yeah, pretty reliable. Whereas the source for the costs of the Russian tank is RIA Novosti, which I mean, relatively okay source. Anyway, so essentially that one is 2 mil. So if it's 2 mil per tank, and the other one says it's like around 6 mil per tank, but I mean, you have to also take into account, you know, purchasing power parity. You know, that's not probably calculated by purchasing power parity. Yeah. So essentially, something in Germany generally will cost twice or 3 times as much as something in Russia anyway. So probably, actually, those two tanks cost about the same to produce. Thanks, inefficient Russian military industry. Yeah, so if we take just, you know, it's not as, like, the whole world is not as rich as Germany. So we're just going to imagine that it's the Germans that are too expensive in real life. So at a normal price point, we might just assume a 3 mil per tank. And I know this is completely unscientific, but who cares? So if it's 3 mil per tank and it's 42 tanks, then that's $126 million. So around 125 million is, yeah, if we were to look at the 250 price tag, then that would mean that one political power is 0.5 million US dollars. Wow. That was completely worthless, but it's... Anyway, is anyone doing any stupid things? Hey, ER, how's life? +2 stewardship. How can I be Nazi if I'm a Jew? You know, those edgy things, it's fine. But like going around calling people cockroaches, that's the kind of edgy that maybe it's a little bit too much. Wonder if those decisions change if you improve relations with them. Yeah, see, I don't know. This is a sub-mod, so who the hell knows? Like, honestly, if you think about it, the NATO ones... If we look at the different countries... Also, I don't think that's possible in the game. Like, it just might not be possible. If you look at the NATO countries, we should have relatively similar relations with all of them. Although we dislike the Americans more and the Germans less, while if we look at the decisions, the American stuff is slightly cheaper than the German stuff. So like American small arms battalion size is 75 political power, as the German ones are 100. I don't know, I just think it's based on, it's just based on the quality of the equipment that's on sale. Like, I just think that if something German is more expensive than an American thing, it's probably because its stats are better. Because I looked at the difference between a Canadian and a Russian vehicle earlier, and the Canadian one was just quite a bit better, but it was also more expensive. So I don't know, maybe it's just depends on that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, for example, a American... here, the only ships you can get for countries that aren't America are corvettes, which is quite bullshit. Anyway, I do want to, like, see how well it works to produce a whatchamacallit. imported like corvette or frigate or destroyer. So this is going to be a Savriemini EM class. Gains large military purchase for 35 days. No, it just adds production. That's quite useless, to be honest. Okay, let's give myself the political power required for that. Bloody hell. Will that add the production to me? It does. Oh, but it's complete. Haha. I see. So if I were to just switch around from this, it would complete it instantly. Okay. I see. So let's just cancel it because obviously I cheated to get it. Crap. Now I can never import a Russian destroyer ever again. Wait, what? Oh, crap. Import Finnish small arms. Of course. Damn, that hit my economy pretty hard. Yeah, because I'm just spending so much and I'm going into debt. So I should probably... No, but I just need to go into debt to finance what I'm doing. You know, no way to go about it but that. And yeah, at this point, honestly, it's starting to become just a kind of a war of attrition between the various factions involved in Syria. So yeah, I don't think I really can give my help that much. Yeah, it's just gonna be a war of attrition. It's gonna be numbers and time that wear down the jihadis, and not my intervention. How's the justification progressing? Relatively fast. Come on, hello, do this. All right, and now we're just gonna try to take Raqqa, but I don't think it's gonna work. Beber. So that's a new APC. Will that change? Will that change the APCs I get from the trade? No, BTR 70. Interesting. So maybe that's just the main export version. That's the Type 60 free. Spanish vehicles in bulk. No need for that. Canadian APCs, that's always just the Grizzly. American APCs is just always the M1 free. M1 free Gavins. Yeah. America. Fuck yeah. Okay, Raqqa, you're going down. Eventually. People have made a mod for Hearts of Iron 4 that allows you to commit the Holocaust. No. Okay, well, I mean... Houthis are anti-Semitic. Yes. And Iraq, actually, no, it's not being invaded. It's just fighting Kurdistan. And actually, it did take Kirkuk, so yeah, it's actually winning, even though it's taking them a while. Trump is repealing Obamacare. Stream becomes demonetized. I mean, would that be Would that be any surprise? I don't think so. After all the edge that has been just spat in this stream, wouldn't surprise me a single bit. Wait, what did you research? C4I equipment, I think. More reconnaissance. Iranian drones. How scary. Yeah, right. New equipment for this, and I can also get new APCs. Man, I should have expected that playing MD4 would attract that kind of retard to the chat. Oh man. Although to be fair, I guess you could say that like even playing normal Hearts of Iron 4, there just could be some unsavory people that are attracted to that. And yeah, at this point it's just, yeah, as you can see, it's just grinding down Raqqa, which is gonna take forever and it's gonna be a pain. And honestly, I don't think I can contribute that much. In terms of here, yeah, all right, that's working out. Actually, I have a better idea. I can push to Marib. There's only a Saudi Arabian mechanized brigade. So if I can get my 77th Mechanized Division out of the fight. Oh, but the Americans fucking arrive. Ah, how annoying. The Americans have to show up. See, I thought that it was just that very depleted Yemeni armored unit, and then it would be gone. Wait, where am I? Oh, you went here. Sure. I guess then, you can continue to move like that? You no longer get large military purchase. Oh yeah, right. That was the not the submarine. The destroyer. We could really purchase a destroyer now, but can we do that? No, we cannot. Apparently, we cannot purchase Russian destroyers anymore. What about a Chinese destroyer? What? You cannot purchase a Chinese destroyer? What the fuck are you talking about? I really should give really should have given myself that Sevriamini class ship. Why the fuck can you not purchase a Chinese destroyer? The Chinese have destroyers, and they do contracts. I don't know. It seems like the ship purchasing is actually a whole lot more. I could get myself a American destroyer though. That would be funny. Yeah. Thank you, America, for giving a rogue state a bloody yeah, it just needs a week to be refitted. To give a rogue state a state-of-the-art Arleigh Burke 2 class guided missile destroyer. You know, a ship more powerful than most countries' militaries by itself. There's really, wow. Hezbollah really has a unit called Unit 3800. That's just seriously out of a bad movie or a bad military game. It's just a metaphor. I know that the Houthis are anti-Semitic. I know. I mean, they're always fucking on about Israel, so there's gotta be something about it. Your allies are doing that annoying thing that the AI does. Keep attacking and not attacking. The one that keep attacking and not attacking continuously at the same time. I think you mean they just like attack. That they just like attack in a way that it, you know, it doesn't get any results done. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's like, yeah, it's this. It's just a shuffle. I don't really know how to call it either. It's just like units being shuffled back and forth, so the attack actually never truly begins. That's really sad. Okay, anyway, here I am. Wow, the game is running a whole lot smoother now. I wonder what happened. I'm not sure what happened, but something happened, and now the game's a lot better. Okay, free dockyards. Continue with my little tiny corvettes after we build ourselves an American destroyer. Diesel attack submarines. Yeah, I mean, look at this ship. Look at how sexy it is. Like, compared to my frigates, it's got twice the naval firepower. Less depth charges, but like 6 times as much protection. 2 times as much piercing damage. Almost 2 times the fire range. And double the anti-air. Apparently more evasion too. Probably, you know, that's the jamming devices. Double the organization, so it can stay in the fight longer. Double the hit points. Like, it's just a good ship, you know? Can it actually fire, like, cruise missiles? No. Doesn't seem like there was any way to put cruise missiles on this thing. ISIS commander killed in coalition airstrike. Well, obviously. Yeah, look at that. Their units are just slowly but surely dying. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate the plan, right? And so the AI is going to automatically follow what the other AI does. It's pretty good at doing that. Here we are just defending ourselves. I really dislike there's... Oh no, it's just a missile brigade. The 5th Missile Brigade. And then there's the Imam Muhammad Division, or whatever. I should ban you for that. You fucking crazy person. There was a person you'd like on before. The difference is, unlike you, he was completely serious. But that's the fucking annoying Imam Muhammad bin Saud Mechanized Brigade is just... It's a little too strong. Saudi Arabia so great. Oh damn. Oh damn. You need to run, mate. Run away! Do you have anything? Nah. Nothing new on your front. That's all okay. Can you get anything? No. Can you get anything? Yes. I mean, come on, look. Those units are eventually all going to die because they only have 1 province, right? So that's the problem with only having 1 province. It's that eventually the AI is just going to attack you constantly. Your troops will never be out of combat, so they will never get organization regeneration. And eventually they will just go to 0 organization. And what happens with that is that if you do not have a province to retreat to, the unit dies. Even if it's in pretty good shape, it will just die. So yeah, these 8 militias will just be eventually exhausted out. See, like for example, this unit over here, 3.7 organization, I'm pretty sure the last time it was at 5. So eventually it's just going to die. And that's a ripple effect. So once 1 unit dies, there's less damage output that's being, you know, it's being outsourced over to the enemy units. So they take less, so the attacker takes less damage. He reinforces and replenishes org quicker, and then can come back quicker to kill quicker. I was watching an interview with Sudanese president Omar al-Bashir, and he was like, I wonder how ISIS has gotten all those armored vehicles. He then goes to say it's the freaking UN funding them. I mean, I guess he might be slightly butthurt that, you know, the UN says his country is kind of a shithole and wants to sanction him and stuff. And to be fair, they're not entirely wrong. I mean, Sudan does have some problems. Like, that's even crazier than just saying, like, America supports ISIS, which is like, yeah, I get why someone would say that. Because, you know, the American weapons did end up in the hands of ISIS. And the Americans were discussing arming Al-Qaeda. But it's like, really, do you think that, like, fucking Hillary Clinton on purpose was like, yeah, we gotta arm ISIS? Because, you know, I'm out of a movie, like, I'm a movie villain, you know? And ISIS are the most evil people, so I need to be with the most evil people. Right? Is that how it works? No? You know? Alright. I'm an idiot. I need to reduce corruption. I completely forgot about that. Oh, wow, it's actually very expensive to reduce corruption because I'm a rentier state. Crap. Man, look at that. Construction speed minus 10%, corruption cost plus 50%. Cost to change economic cycles plus 25%. Yeah, but we have fast growth, so our economic cycle is pretty great. Honestly, economic boom is not worth it because a lot of the times it just switches back to whatever was earlier. So yeah, look at that. Now their units are just dying left, right, and center because they just can't win the attrition. How's my justification, man? Okay, it's actually almost done, so I should actually be starting to think about an infantry brigade. Artillery group. Khordad artillery. Man, that's pretty bad. Honestly, those units are just absolutely useless in the context of Hearts of Iron. Artillery only, you know? That just does not work. We have the 840th MLRS group, which is an awesome name, just not a good unit. And then these are artillery groups. Yeah, I'd rather put them all in out of their misery. So we're gonna put a defensive screen in the hills. That's just the defensive front. And then we're gonna have a striking punch force, or whatever you want to call it, a bit later after the enemies have essentially exhausted themselves on these guys. Ashura division, that's supposed to be here, right? Yep. Marine Corps. Can you put ships in the Caspian? No, so the Marine Corps is pretty useless. There's some special forces. There's some airborne, but can my Air Force win? Probably. So, honestly, it might be good to use airborne. Yeah, it might be good to use airborne. Who can pair drop? Can you pair drop? No, you cannot. Can you pair drop? Wish it would be easier to see, but yeah, you can. Okay, so as long as there's the... Oh, wow. Actually have a lot of airborne forces. Can you all pair drop? Yes, you can. Good. Let's bring you all up here. Oh, wow. I've even got these guys. But these light recce. So you probably cannot pair drop, although it says you can. What actually are you? Commander Brigade. Yeah, you can pair drop. How many transport planes do we even have? 0? We have light jets, Su-25T, Shahed, Su-24 Fencer. We have 0 transports. God damn it. Well, I guess it's time to buy some transport planes. Here, the Russians are probably the cheapest, right? 100 for the Russian transport plane. $125 for the American, and that's just a single Hercules. So that's pretty damn expensive. What about a Chinese transport plane? A Xi'an Y7. It seems to be the same as the Russian one. So let's buy the Chinese transport plane. Hey look, we have a transport plane. We're so cool. It's a 1965 transport plane. Not exactly the best transport plane. Who do you think gave those AVs to ISIS? They just stole them. They just stole them. Like, honestly, stealing happens in wartime all the time. Like, in the Russian Civil War, which obviously is more my field of expertise than, like, other stuff. Essentially, the Soviets, in the end up just being armed very, very much by Britain and France. Because they just run over the White Army and they capture all of their stuff, their guns, their tanks, their planes, even tanks and planes. They fight Poland, and eventually they do quite well there, but then they get pushed back, but still they get quite a lot of French weapons off of that. They get actually a bunch of Japanese weapons off the Imperial Army because the Japanese during World War I had sent him a bunch of weapons. So essentially the Red Army ends up being armed for the vast majority of the Civil War with weapons from the Entente powers. For example, also in the Chinese Civil War, you have that the Red Army hit the Red Army there. Eventually ends up taking up a whole boatload of American weapons because that was all the weapons that were being sent to the nationalists, and that the nationalists lost to the to the commies. So yeah, it's nothing new. If ISIS in Syria ends up having a bunch of Russian weapons, they took them off the Syrian army. If they end up having a bunch of American weapons, they took them off the Iraqi army or some rebel group that the Americans armed. It's nothing new. Absolutely nothing strange. Middle East have serviced STG-44s. Yeah, there was an article somewhere about like someone in Syria just found a stash of like STG-44s and started using them. And like obviously all the American gun nuts that collect that kind of stuff are like, oh my god, because they won't. If they want an STG-44, they have to pay like $1 million for it. At least like a working original or something. And yes, I know it's not literally $1 million. Okay? I know that. Wow, that's a good image. Use best match. Tank battalion generic. Mechanized infantry Iran. Mechanized infantry generic. Wow, okay. So what about tanks? What can you tell me about tanks? I do not have enough of them. You're telling me that. Yeah, see, why do I need 14 bloody armor brigades? I don't need 14 armor brigades. I need 2 armor divisions. That's what I need. Go away. Okay, what about you? So you have infantry fighting vehicles, manpad, self-propelled AA, ATGM, mounted ATGM, self-propelled artillery, small arms, main battle tanks, engineer tanks, recon tank. Yeah, you just have a bunch of stuff. You're an IRGC armored division. Whereas the armored brigade... Okay, so that probably netted me quite a few vehicles. 2 divisions are still using the armor brigade. Template. Which divisions, might I ask? Because these are IRGC armored divisions. These two. 37th Armor Brigade and 388th Armor Brigade. You're an IRGC Commando Division. You sound useful. Yeah, just trying to get my plan together. So what about the IRGC Armored Division? You only have 1 tank battalion. Let's up that. 3 tank battalions, 2 armored infantry, 1 self-propelled artillery, 1 self-propelled AA. That's all good. What's the difference between mechanized and armored? Looks like mechanized is just a bit better in every regard. It's just stronger. Can we afford to have some mechanized infantry? Yes. And that's 39 combat width. That's 35 combat width. That's 39 combat width. That's 39 combat width. God damn it, what's something that's 1 combat width? Mechanized recce? No, that's 0 combat width. No, actually, no, that's 4 combat width. I could do an extra self-propelled artillery. Do we have that? Yes, we do. Then we have 2 combat width. What can we put into 2 combat width? Basically nothing. Not even light infantry. Not even engineers. And in terms of these guys, absolutely bloody nothing. Even recce is 4. Wait, dude. Haha! Support companies. So self-propelled artillery battery. Tank company. Mechanized recce company. So right now you have heavy mechanized recce company and a motorized recce company. And an armored recce company and a heavy engineer. So perhaps we put you self-propelled air defense battery and an air engineer company. We already have a heavy engineer company. Why not a normal one? Engineers are pretty damn good. Or maybe an artillery battery. Nah, engineers are just better. Actually, no, that's... Goddamn, that's 39. Because that's just 1 combat width. Bloody hell, mate. Self-propelled artillery battery is 2. Self-propelled AA defense is 2. God damn it, this is difficult to juggle. So how about I do this? And then I do this. Would that be better than what we have right now? It's hard to tell. A lot of things are going up. Just all over the place. Seems like it's just a whole lot better to me. More organization, more HP, more recovery rate, more attack. It's more expensive, by quite a bit, but it seems cost effective, to be honest. So how does the combat width actually work in here? Oh, okay, 240. That's with us attacking from 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. With someone attacking from one province, it's 120. Okay, so 40 is a pretty good meter to base it all upon. Okay. Is pretty good with that. Are you ever gonna be sent the equipment? Because I'm pretty sure we barely have it all. Okay, it's gonna eventually. Yeah, they were kicked out of Iraq. Honestly, they just have a couple of places in Syria and Yemen, right? And well, they say they call themselves ISIS, but like some Boko Haram is still left, most likely. And maybe something in Somalia. Not exactly sure. Like, you know, but we're not talking about affiliates. If we're talking about like real ISIS, they're just like, they've got a few strips over here, but they're literally done for. Just like here. Here they're about to be done for. You know, I'm kind of worried about Yemen, honestly. Like, I don't think they're gonna die without my support, just because the Yemeni government is so weak, and I don't think like the United States can do too much about it. But yeah. Southern Caucasus. That should be enough to gain air superiority. 100 of those fighters. Because you've got 53 to 59 planes. They're probably more modern than mine, but hey. Yeah, you probably have some pretty damn bad mission efficiency. 15%. 39%. I mean, better than nothing, I guess. And then we're gonna fly over that transport plane. Who should go in first, actually? 500 and something Airborne Brigade, Air Assault Group, Airborne Brigade, Quds Battalions, Sepah Quds Battalions, Al-Mahdi Brigade. To me, it seems like the 55th Airborne Brigade goes first. Nope. That's not what I intended. So I'm going to pair drop you. No, not there. I'm going to pair drop you here. Into the hills. And I should be able to like constantly redraw the pair drops. Honestly. Not sure about it. No reason for this unit to stay here. And where the bloody hell are my armor? Okay, they're coming. Panzer Expert. Can we get more of these divisions? Yeah. Easy peasy. Because we just gained a lot of equipment from salvaging those useless armor brigades. Are you worried for Yemen IRL? Well, yeah, it's a pretty damn shitty situation, if you fucking ask me. The most dangerous thing about it is that you have some pretty damn incompetent political leadership on one side, And you could say on the other side as well, you don't have exactly, you know, the best thing, like the best possible leadership. And yeah, you have a lot of funding on that extremely incompetent side. Oh, hi, Lula. Welcome back to Lula. His name is Lula. Invigorate UNASUR. Oh my god. Looks like Brazil will try to make UNASUR, which takes for bloody ever. Syria has annexed the Islamic State. And the said incompetent side does not really care too much about, you know, its PR. Doesn't care about its PR enough to not bomb children. At least not by mistake. Which is what, you know, everyone else does generally. Generally, at least they care about their image enough to not bomb with, you know, state-of-the-art weapons that are meant to attack military targets, and they're very expensive because of it. Like civilian areas. Like, you do not need a fucking modern American... I don't even know, man. It's really retarded. Oh, hi. Would you look at that? That's a great model. Hey, Oscar. It's going pretty well. Of course, you can see the argument. The argument? No, the object of the stream. It's about modern day 4, right? So yeah, the stream has been an interesting one in terms of the chat, you could say. But yeah, it's all okay. We are surviving. We do not get the effects of large military purchase anymore. Okay, because that was the transport plane. We might buy another one. Because having a second one is going to be useful. So that I can get the 65th Airborne Brigade into the action. And their pair drop zone is going to be this. Yeah, I think I'm going to kill Azerbaijan and then end the stream. Because, you know, yeah, seems like that's going to be the best course of action. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this this run. I mean, since I can't really invite Iraq in my faction, and probably I cannot invite Syria as well in my faction. Like, I mean, I could just justify on Saudi Arabia and kill them, maybe, but they're guaranteed by the US, so no. My main objective, you know, Iran to the Med has been accomplished. And wait, Venezuela? Really? Oh. Okay. Looks like Venezuela has switched. No Maduro anymore. By the way, Maduro in Italian sounds like a pretty bad thing. It's kind of retarded. Yeah, it has been a bloody interesting chat. What mods do you use texture-wise? If you mean the map, like the way it looks, it's Qualms Graphics. Qualms Graphics plus WW's Map Plus. And I'm pretty sure that the effects for like the, you know, cities lighting up at night is just from MD4, Modern Day 4. Although they are quite understated in like some areas of Europe. Like, look at that, Emilia-Romagna, yeah, that's how it looks. Or, well, not just Emilia-Romagna, but just Po Valley as a whole. Look at that, look at those lights in the Po Valley. The beating heart of Europe, obviously. Yeah, you can see like the blue banana, as they call it, or just the European banana, which goes from about here-ish to here-ish with a lot of lights. And man, it looks really good, especially when you're zoomed out. You see, like, you know, the Moscow metropolitan area from the heavens, and you see the eastern seaboard just all in its glory, and you know, Los Angeles, Rio. You see all the metropolitan areas, and then obviously, yes, I mean, I am going to show you this, but obviously, yes. You can see from the sky that's like, you know, there's Japan over here, there's South Korea, right? There's China, Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, you know, off the coastline, Chongqing, you know, India. And oh look, North Korea, there's nothing. Hee hee hee. Oh look, I have disproved, you know, I have disproved communism. Because that's what North Korea is, right? And that's how you disprove it. Because look, there's no lights at night. That means that this country's bad. Really now. Yeah, it looks pretty damn good. If the superpowers declare war on each other, does that mean nuclear war? No, because there's no nukes. There's no nukes in this mod. Unless you mean real life. In which case, still no. Because no one's retarded enough to blow everything up. If you fight, you're fighting over something. Generally. Don't need to destroy everything. And contrary to popular belief, people who are in like positions of power, they call them decision makers these days to avoid unsanitized terms that might, you know, might, for example, tell the truth as to what they are. XD, the Bilderberg Group, XD. No, sorry. Joke aside, but like, contrary to popular belief, those people do tend to have like a brain. Oftentimes a pretty big brain if they're in that position. Now, I'm not saying that that just makes them right all the time, which it doesn't. But they do tend to know if something that they do is going to destroy the world. So even if a major war breaks out, most likely no one's gonna press the big red button to launch the strategic thousands of nukes. You know? Like, maybe they're gonna nuke themselves like Belka, but like, you know, Moscow's about to be invaded by, like, you know, the Americans are coming from the north, and like, I don't know, the Chinese from the east or something. So Russia just nukes the invaders. Sure, maybe that can work, but they're not gonna nuke America. Because that's just retarded. Gameplay, stream playing as Turkey on MD4. Maybe. But see, to be honest, if you look at the description, you'll see a straw poll, and that's the straw poll for my next playthrough. So to be honest, I want to try out some other mods. In the meantime, as you see, there's a lot of different things that I'm looking into for a run. So yeah. I do need an extra civilian in the factory. Yeah, we'll want some extra civilians. Then some infrastructure, and then some militaries. Yeah, man, these armor divisions will really make them fear. This infantry brigade stuff, can I turn it into like an infantry division? Do I even have an infantry division? Infantry brigade is motorized infantry. Mechanized division is effectively, yeah, it's just what it says on the box, but it's just a little bit too big. RGC Infantry Division, nah. No need for this, no need for this. What I will do is just edit this. Infantry, infantry, infantry. Free motorized recce. That might be a little bit too much. How about you reduce that? Motorized, airborne, motorized. Okay, no more need for motorized. We need just a tiny bit of tank to give them just a tiny bit of armor to help out. Do we have the MBTs for that? We do. Then we go ahead and give them, oh wow, they're 17 base speed. Holy fuck! That's some good base speed, man. So yeah, we're gonna need to give them self-propelled artillery and not normal artillery, because damn, that's some good speed. That's a freaking amazing speed, man. Self-propelled air defense battery. And wait, we've already got engineers here, right? We've got a bunch of motorized recce, so praise some heavy mechanized recces, maybe. Now we don't have enough mounted ATGM. What's that mounted ATGM coming from? That's all of the motorized, so less motorized. And also we do not have enough infantry fighting vehicles, so mechanized recce company. So that's APCs. Still don't have enough of those, but we're gonna get them quicker. Utility vehicles. And yeah, you're 43 organization, 250 HP, so you're pretty good on that front. Yeah, you're fine. We can merge you up if you do not have enough. That voice crack. Yeah. Pepsi Korea worst Berea. Sure. Dictators with nuclear weapons and a military first policy don't tend to care for the environment. I wasn't talking about the environment. God damn it. No one cares about that. But I was talking about, you know, them not dying. Like, this guy only got his nukes to have, like, a deterrent, right? You know? Oh, wow. I'm actually really running that debt really high. I need to stop spending so much. And my exports are going up. So, honestly, I think I need to start running a balanced budget. That's going to increase my tax cost by 8%. But yeah, I can't afford to just go down into bankruptcy that much further. Yeah, loans are not nearly as good as they are in real life here. Running a deficit. Not nearly as good. Yeah, like, over here in Yemen, my troops are doing quite well, but in a bit, I'm gonna have to leave. And once I leave, I think the Houthis are basically screwed. Also, who the hell... I think the Tuaregs just died? I don't know. There's still the civil war in Central Africa, man. That's taking a while, but Anti-Balaka will win. And yeah, of the starting wars, most of them are finished. There's just Syria, Yemen, Iraq, Kurdish, and Central Africa. We're about to start another one, but, you know, afterwards not many are going to be started by anyone because the AI does not justify on here. Invigorate UNASUR. That's so great. 350 days, man. That's so long. Unless America gets, like, war goals or something. Like, regime change on Iran. Nah, they don't actually get a war goal, but they can get out of the nuclear deal. Ha! Nuclear programs, man. Also, what other dictators that are there with nuclear weapons? Well, I mean, this man, but again, well, here it's also more about, you know, Russia's prestige in a way, but that's a whole other pile of bones. Yeah, okay, so Syria eventually will manage to eradicate Idlib. And oh, actually we are over real life date. Okay. Justification of conquering southern Azerbaijan is finished. Okay. Dawn has arrived. And we shall attack. Oh, well, great. More factories than 50, so we can take major regional economic power plus research. The larger the economy is, the more universities, research institutes, and research and private companies are... The more universities, research institutes, and research and private companies are in place. This allows us to expand the number of research and development projects we conduct at the same time. That's just all the same text. That's good. Get some research slots. Thank you. We could call in Hezbollah, but that would be a bad idea. Hezbollah is our only ally, just in case you don't know. Like, resistance access only has Hezbollah. The reason it would be a bad idea is that they would join. They would not be able to really give me any help because they're a landlocked, you know, landlocked militia state. But their militias are very useful in Syria. And I think they might also have some down here. No, they don't. Like, their militias are very useful in Syria. And all the volunteers would be, you know, kind of destroyed. Okay, you're not actually... Anti-bully system. Yeah, this is exactly what happens when you're... Oh, well. Thanks, Putin. Thanks, Lula. Thanks, Modi. I'll accept those. Anyway, anti-bully system has been activated because I'm in an aggressive war. Thanks, Xi Jinping. 多谢您. Okay, so Nakhchivan is dealt with, and Azerbaijan, surprisingly, is not trying to attack me. So I'll just put my armor divisions up front and see if I can break through. Now, would it be better to break through here or here? I'd say here. Actually here, oh, that would be great. So, here, how about that? Motoatici Brikatasi. Motoatici Brikatasi. So, motorized brigade. We should be able to punch through those. No. How is the... Okay. So we have enough combat width. No, we're exceeding combat width. Because of you. But are we breaking through like this? The entrenchment is making it difficult, really. Armenia! No, fuck you, Hezbollah. Armenia. Armenia, man. We have now... Okay, the effect not at war for 3 months. I wonder what that is. What is days re-enable? That's probably re-enable decisions that have been... No. Okay. Oh, there's also the offer a ceasefire event. Awesome. Yeah, okay. Do we have air superiority? We do, and their planes are not showing their faces. So, I'll just try to get as many attack units doing close air support as possible, but probably the efficiency will be very bad. Yeah, I should have built an airfield a little bit closer. Wait, what? Oh no, that's just, they're not volunteers anymore. Okay. Wait, apparently, oh, I'm still moving. Okay, once I have Nakhchivan, I'll actually have an airbase closer to the front, which is quite useful. And we'll just rotate in and out troops out of the combat. Eventually, we'll just break them. Okay, 50 airplanes, that's exactly what I need, because I've got basically 50 helicopters. Well, actually less than that. Left over from Syria. But yeah, I can get those helicopters in, and they should do some nasty work. Yeah, here's my volunteer forces back, but I do not need them. Hello, Russia. Yeah, anyway, these guys are actually a whole lot more stronger than I imagined. And apparently their entrenchment is just not going down, which is really weird. But yeah, we just need to pin them and get them worked over by our Air Force. Karar. Big Tanko. What is this Big Tanko? Oh, it doesn't say. Kuds. Yeah, just get more Big Tanko. Oh, but this is hills. Oh, I did not realize this. That's probably not helping. Terrain plus 50 bloody percent, minus 50 bloody percent. Ah, but at this point I'm already fighting these guys here, so whatever. Who cares? You know? And soon enough, once that breaks, again, see, this is just what I'm doing. I'm just cycling units in and out. And at this point, the Air Force is doing its job. Yeah, they are Juche. They speak pure Korean, no English loan words. Yeah, the DPRK is more Korean than South Korean, if you consider, like, Koreanness, the amount of Korean purity. And also, like, obviously, culturally, North Korea is a lot closer to traditional Korean culture than South Korea, because South Korea is globalizing, you know? Like, it's receiving globalization, so obviously it's a little bit different. At the same time, obviously, North Korea's culture is not exactly traditional Korean culture, because it is a weird culture that is very much changed by its relationship with, you know, the leadership, the great leader. It's time for the airborne. And guess what? You guys that are trying to retreat, you cannot. Oh, there's actually no one in Kachmats. Oh, well. Yeah, that really screwed them over, man. That really, really screwed them over, so I'd say we can look at a defeat of Azerbaijan in just a bit. My airborne can't really do too much, honestly. Can you even defeat this man? Yeah, you can. That's very good. Oh, yes! I love this. So once I take Shirvan, I'm in a great position because I have surrounded, like, most of the Azeri army. Aww. Houthi Yemen died like 2 seconds after I left. Seems like I was actually useful there. Ah, well. Should have waited. But I don't think I could have actually won that in any way. Anyway, I can take Baku. So it's like, you know, consolation prize is Azerbaijan here. Consolation prize for not having Yemen is Azerbaijan. And honestly, Azerbaijan is a better place. I wonder if the bully system is actually going to kill me in any way, in any meaningful way. Oh yeah, look at that! Look at that encirclement! Yeah, boy! Look at that encirclement! That's an encirclement if I ever saw one. And honestly, I might not even need to fight these other guys. I can just take Baku. That's most of their VPs. And then I can just take northern Azerbaijan, and that should be the rest. Okay, no, never mind. They're just gonna die because they're in multiple combats. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The Chinese, the Indians, and the Russians are working together to, you know, suicide into the mountains. Iran has more Azerbaijanis than Azerbaijan. I am not sure about that. Also, I did not hear what happened in Iran yesterday. There were a couple of big news for Italy, so my news attention was focused on Italy. Oh, crap. That seems like a big terrorist attack. On a military parade. Obviously, some people are blaming America. Some people are not. 25 people and nearly 70 others. Damn. I actually did not see that. By Comsinger. Yeah, I just put up the two names. Compsognatus. Compsognatus. How the hell is, like, what does that even mean? Compsognatus. Dinosaur. I just said Compnosaur. Attack on a military parade. Yeah, man. I'm not sure if it's literally Saudi Arabia. And yeah, the war in Yemen has ended. Like, obviously I do not have the evidence, so I do not know either way who was it, but it's not necessarily Saudi Arabia, to be honest. Because Iran has a lot of internal political issues as well that don't have to deal with Saudi Arabia necessarily, although obviously they will be used by Saudi Arabia. Anyway, do we want to puppet or conquer? I mean, it would be useless to conquer, right? Just puppet it. Iqbal Akhazadeh. So here we are. He's now my little friend. And yeah, that would be what I do most of the time in a campaign like this, right? And yeah, now he's part of the resistance axis. That's really the easiest way to get people into your faction, to conquer them. Welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. But yeah, like, the bad boy system did not really destroy me that much, to be honest. Is there anyone that Saudi Arabia guarantees? I want to see what the guarantee looks like. That's a hand that goes to the right. Do you have any hands that go to the right? No. That's sad. See, because I wanted to like fight someone that Saudi Arabia guarantees so that I can fight Saudi Arabia, but it doesn't seem like that exists. Or, yeah, you do have the Peninsula Shield faction. I could just attack UAE, and that would draw in Saudis without the United States getting involved. Seems okay. Could do that next time. It's not gonna be for this time though, because I'm about to end the stream and ooh, submarines. Are those a good idea? Most likely not. But hey, submarines are fun. Anyway, we should have a better navy than KSA, because I don't think they have a guided missile destroyer. I just put you on search and destroy like this. And in terms of armies, well, these guys have pretty shitty armies, despite how expensive they probably are. Maybe Saudi Arabia would be pretty difficult to fight, but I'm not seeing it as very difficult, to be honest. Like, obviously, the biggest difficulty is going to be to have to cross the Gulf, but that can be done. That can be arranged. So yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. I will be going away now, because it's a bit too late. And, could have been the Mujahideen. And yeah, I'll see you next time. I'm not sure if I'll be playing this again, or if I'll be playing something else, but yeah. It was a pleasure. See you guys.